We're back on the Chef You and I, and you know, this is the fun part of the show when I get to make dessert, and we're going to make LyLe's apple muffins. And if you want to make it from scratch, we'll have the recipe up on our website, but I made it simple on you. I'm doing a spice cake mix, and we're making muffins, so it's going to be really easy. My assistant helped pare the apples and peel them, and we're going to chop those up, and those are Granny Smith apples. Only use Granny Smith. They make a real difference in the taste of the actual recipe. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to make our cake mix. So what we need to do is we need to take and add the ingredients. Now, instead of using water, they call for apple juice. So you need 1 cup of apple juice. So there's 1 cup of apple juice, and we're going to need 3 eggs. They're right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our sugar and spices. So we have right here, we have 3 tablespoons of brown sugar that we're going to add to our recipe, and we're going to add a teaspoon and a half of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and then a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, and then we're going to blend this all up, and don't forget our oil. You need to have 1/3 cup of oil that you add, and that's the recipe on the cake mix. Okay, so now we're just going to blend this for about 36 or 40 seconds, and then we're going to do 2 minutes. All right. You want to blend it first, and then you want to get it to a point where you don't want to overdo it. So we're going to stop that for a minute. We're going to get a scraper out just a second, and it's in the other drawer. Hold on a second. We'll do that. And we want to get those sides. You want to get all of that in there. And then you want to do this for about 2 minutes. Okay? Do that. On medium. And once you've done that, and it's completely mixed together, then what you're going to do is we're going to chop up our apples. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to chop up our apples. And, hold on a second, put this in here. And I know your kids love to, lick the pan or the mixing bowl. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our apples that have been cored and they have been peeled. And just a second. Whoops. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our apples off, and we're going to cut them up into small pieces. So you're going to quarter them first, like that. Makes it simple when you do it like this. And then just go like this. Okay, that's done. I really love having that apple core. It is really wonderful. Makes it simple. Okay, I'm going to just do this. Because those apples are going to cook up in your recipe. Oops. And this is such a nice recipe, especially at this time of year. It's so pretty. We're taking it, actually, we're doing our Thanksgiving early with our family because it's my mother's birthday. And so some people don't like regular cake, but they like muffins or they like other cakes. And I try to make more than just one. And This year we're going to go out for dinner, which I'm really excited about because we usually fix dinner, cook dinner. But it's nice when you get a chance to not have to do it. And then we'll take this third one. And then what we're going to do is add it to our mix. And if you'd like to send your recipes in, if you want for us to cut those recipes down to make them less fattening or lighter, if you would do that, you can send it to Post Office Box 023, and that's Cleves, Ohio, and we'll be more than glad to do that for you. Okay, they looked pretty chopped up to me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put those into the mix. Where's my trusty dusty little, here we go. We're going to add this into the mix. That's 3 apples. It looks like a lot, but you know, it's going to have such a nice taste to it. And remember, those apples will kind of disappear into the actual recipe. They'll just cook into a cake. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to just mix it all together now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spoon it into our muffin pans. And we're going to have these beautiful apple muffins. You could take them to church, to a friend, somebody that's in the hospital, somebody that will really enjoy old-fashioned apple muffins. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our muffin tin right here. And the easiest way to do this is to spoon them in with a scoop. So just a second. And let's do this carefully. And you don't want to fill them completely or they will overflow. All right. And it should make about 18 muffins. We're back and we've already put our LyLe's apple muffins, and I made a cake as well because we've got so many guests coming this week. So I'm going to put these in the oven at 350 degrees and for about 15 minutes or till you can actually touch the top and put like a toothpick in and make sure it's clean when it comes out. So let me go ahead and do that and we'll be right back.